Hello everyone, welcoming you all back to your very own The World of Chemistry. This is Arpita Tripathi and today we will be going through the new topic atomic structure for discussion and know more about it in details. So please keep watching the space for more interesting and knowledgeable topics. So let's see what we'll cover today. We'll know about atoms, its meaning and definition, Dalton's atomic theory and its postulates. So let's initiate the discussion for today. As early as the 6th century, the Greek philosophers stated that all matter could be broken down into four basic substances: fire, air, water, and earth. Then people pondered or thought about something carefully, especially before making a decision or reading a conclusion, that on the nature of the primitive elements and thought there must be things that are still smaller, something which is common in every substance. This made them think deeper and discover the presence of ultimate smallest particle, the atom. What is an atom? Matter found around us in nature like iron rod, glass, cup, pencil, pen, table, chair, etc. is made up of from very small particles known as atoms. We also say that atoms are very small particles which made matter. So atom is the fundamental unit. Greek philosopher Democritus described atom as very small indivisible particles. It means it cannot be broken down into simpler forms further. New System of Chemical Philosophy is a book about atom written by John Dalton in 1703. Dalton's atomic theory. But before moving into this, let's know who was he. He was born on 6th September 1766 in United Kingdom. John Dalton was an English chemist, physicist and meteorologist. He is best known for introducing the atomic theory into chemistry. So let's know what it is. According to Dalton's atomic theory, all matter, whether an element, a compound, or a mixture, is composed of small particles called atoms. Let's see what are the postulates of Dalton's atomic theory. The first postulate is matter is composed of very tiny or microscopic particles called atom. We know microscopic means it can't be seen with naked eyes. Second postulate was atoms are indivisible particles. It means we cannot break it into more simpler forms. It can neither be created nor be destroyed in a chemical reaction. We cannot make new atoms, neither we can destroy them. Third postulate was all chemical reactions are due to rearrangement, combination, or separation of atoms. In chemical reactions, it is said that we cannot create or destroy any atom. So, this is the reason why whatever new substances are formed, they are either formed by rearrangement, combination, or separation. Fourth postulate is atoms of an element are identical in size, shape, mass, and chemical properties. For example, let's take gold. Whatever will be the particles or the properties of a big piece of gold, similarly, same properties will be present in one single atom of gold. Fifth postulate is atoms of different elements have different masses and different chemical properties. For example, silver and gold both are different, so their properties will be different. Atoms combine with each other in small whole numbers to form compounds. Different atoms they combine together in a fixed ratio to form compounds. Last postulate is the relative number and kinds of atoms remains constant in a given compound. For example, if we take the compound water, whatever will be the atoms present and whatever will be the number of those atoms, it will remain same forever. So I hope up to this you have understood well. Thank you and have a great day.